Hello everyone, this is me, Sergari. Today we are going to learn about science again. We're gonna open new chapter then. Then we're gonna talk about what is matter. Matter. I mean, it's not like matter like what is matter? What is the matter or something like that. It's not like that. Matter. It's just like in Indonesian, it's a zat. So matter equal zat. No, zat in Indonesia. It's all the living things and non-living things are matter. Zat in Indonesian, okay? That includes us, the water we drink and the air we breathe. It's a matter. For more explanation, matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. For example, like all the living things and non-living things. For example, like can you name some example of matter in this picture? Well, we can say this boy is a matter too. This water can is a matter too. All of all of it is a matter that occupies space, right? This sand um, bucket and this sand castle and this girl and this coconut tree. It's a matter. And this crab, all of it is a matter. So yeah, all the living thing and non-living things are matter. For example, like this boy is a living thing and crab is a living thing. It's called matter. And this sand and this water can and this coconut tree also called matter. Let's find non-living things in here. Well, this scope and this sand, well, it's a non-living thing. So it still matter actually. Matter is anything that has mass and occupies space. Let's continue then. Actually, matter is contained mass. What is mass? Mass in Indonesian is like, let's say mass equal massa in Indonesia. So yeah, mass is massa in Indonesia. It's like it's like weight, but it's not weight. It's like things that occupies space. But sometimes we make it like it's equal weight too. So remember it. Matter is a zat. Massa is a mass is a massa in Indonesian, right? Then we're gonna continue then. What is mass? Mass is the amount of matter in an object. An object with a larger mass has more matter than an object with a smaller mass. You got it right? An object with larger mass has more matter than an object with smaller mass. Mass is the amount of matter in an object, okay? And then we can compare the mass of two objects using lever balance. This is this is a lever balance where you can put thing in here. For example, that like you put apple in here and then you put basketball in here. Which one will be tip of the balance? I guess it will be a basketball has more weight or mass rather than apple in here. So yeah, when nothing is placed on the lever balance, it's not tilted on any side. Place a gold ball on side of the lever balance and table tennis ball on the other side. What happened to the lever balance? It will tip up. I mean, like the lever balance will different. I mean, there will be another imbalance from the lever. Golf ball is have more masses rather than tennis ball. Tennis ball is really actually it's not very different in the size of it, but the golf ball has more masses in it. Unlike the tennis ball is the in the core of the tennis ball. It's empty. It's not. There's nothing in the tennis ball. So yeah, level balance with different object. The level balance is still done to the side with the golf ball. This shows that the golf ball has a larger mass than the table tennis ball. The golf ball has more matter. Of course, the golf ball has more matter rather than table tennis ball. So yeah, mass. Just remember that. Anyway, I forgot to mention that before you watch this video, take a piece of paper or a note and then just write down what you think important. For example, like what is matter? All living things and non-living things are matter. For example, like mass is anything that has mass and occupies space, or something like that. Matter is anything that has mass. For example, like this boy have mass and then occupies space. Look at this. It occupied space, right? Then we move on, right? And then we already learn about mass, and then we're gonna continue. Going further, mass is usually measured in units such as gram and kilogram. I mean in English kilogram. In Indonesia is kilogram, kg. As gram is gram, something like that. Have you ever see, for example, like 500 gram on it? Also, is the mass of this bread is 500 gram, and then 1 kilogram dumbbell. Yeah, write it down, student. Mass is usually measured in units such as gram and kilogram. 1 kilogram equal 1000 gram. Write it down. 1 kilogram equals 1000 gram. And then we can use the electronic balance to measure the mass of an object accurately. So yeah, you know this device? I mean this electronic tool, we can use it for measure things. For example, like this orange. Is this orange or oh yeah, it's yellow, so we can call it orange, and then we can measure it exactly the mass of it. It's really accurate if we using this rather than another things like traditional measurement of mass, which has a larger mass, 1 kilogram of powder or 1 kilogram of gold. Well, I guess there's equal. Let's say that 1 kilogram of feathers, 1 kilogram of gold, 1 kilogram and 1 kilogram. It's mass, but the feathers of the pillow is really more big rather than the gold because it contain really a solid object in here rather than this one. But the mass of it, the weight of it is same. So yeah, let's continue then. We're gonna going to the volume. The volume is the amount of space occupied by matter. Just imagine this one. Just imagine the water. How many, or I mean, how much the matter occupies the space? I mean, we can measure it. Volume is usually measured in units such as millimeter, liter and cubic centimeter. 1000 millimeter equal 1000 cubic centimeter. Yes. 1 liter equal 1000 millimeters, and then equals 1 cubic centimeter. Yes, I mean that volume is that when you want to measure the volume of this milk in this bottle, and then you just write it down. Ah, 240 milliliter. Yeah. And then how about in this oil? In this oil, 1 liter, 1.5 of oil, liter of course. And then we're gonna move it. What we can use a measuring cylinder to measure the volume of the liquid accurately. So if you want to measure a liquid, you can use this cylinder. Just put a liquid, for example, like milk, water, or oil. You just put it in here. Place measurement cylinder on a flat surface. And then position your eye at the same level as the liquid level. Take a reading at the lowest point, the curved liquid surface, like this one. So you put milk on it. Look at this. You put something in here, and then you just look at it, measure it. How much is it? 1 millimeter, 60 millimeter. Oh, 65 millimeter. Let's see it. Oh no, it's not 65. 65 is in here. But in here, 70 centimeter cubic. I mean like cubic centimeter. Yes, cubic centimeter, liter, and centimeter and milliliter. Just remember it, right? The volume of the liquid is in the measuring cylinder is 70 cubic centimeter. Just like that. Easy, right? Just put it in here and then we calculate it in here. It's called measuring cylinder. You use it for measuring liquid substance, for example, like milk and oil. Oh yeah. I think that's it for today. We have learned about wait a minute. We have learned about matter. I want you to take a note of it. You don't have to write all, but you just have to write the point of it. All living things and non-living things. What is matter? Uh, matter in Indonesian is zat. And then matter is anything that has mass and occupies a space. Yeah, easy, right? Easy to remember. And then what is mass? We already learned about mass. Mass is something like weight, but it's more rather than weight actually. And then we already learn about the measurement of weight. For example, like 1 kilogram equal 1000 gram. Usually it will be measured as gram and kilogram. And then we already learned about these electronic devices, but we don't know how to use it, right? Unless you have one. And then we already learn about the volume. Volume, this one, and how to measure it, and cylinder liquid. Yeah, I think that's it for today, because we're gonna continue this to part 2 this week. Because we don't have enough time, right? You don't have uh, you don't you will easily overwhelmed if you remember all of this thing. I mean, if I continue, okay? So we're gonna take a rest first, and then we're gonna continue part 2 of this science. in the maybe on the next day. So yeah, I'm Sir Gary. Thank you for watching and thank you for attending. See you later then. Have a nice day. Bye bye.